in life that everyone needs to know. Stuff that are just regular skills you learned in school, or stuff that could save other people's lives. A big example of that is CPR, also known as cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It helps people who are unconscious and passed out rebeat their heart. This is important to know because there could be a situation where you're simply sitting at a restaurant and enjoying a dinner, and the person next to you at the next table could fall to the ground and their heart rate could stop. Now, in moments like these, you need to know what to do. So I'm going to tell you and summarize how to do CPR. So the first thing to do, let's say again you're at a restaurant. You can see the body on the ground. The first thing to do is to check the area. You got to make sure it's safe, make sure the body's not wet, make sure there's nothing that is harming you or the body. The next thing you do is you would get down and you would hit the chest like this and say, "Are you okay?" This tells you if the person is responsive or could just be simply asleep. The next thing you do is you would check their pulse, which can be done in the neck or on the wrist. The main thing is to do it on the neck. So clearly, no pulse will show up. The next thing you do is, if, again, you were in a public situation in a restaurant. Let's say you assigned the person you were going to dinner with. You assign them to call 911. Again, you would assign another person to get an AED. An AED is a medical device that sends shocks to the person's chest, which can help rebeat the heart. After the assignments are given, you will then start chest compressions. The way chest compressions are done is you put your left hand up and link your right hand like this. Do not go like this. You need to have your left fingers still up. The next thing you do is need to put your hand on the chest. The way I remember it is I put what I call the hand heel. You put this part right here in between the chest of the victim. So you will put your hand in the chest like this, and another thing too. You need to make sure that your shoulders are above the head and parallel to them. If you're sitting down like this, you're sending pulses that way. You need to make sure you're right above and sending pulses straight down. So when it comes to chest compressions, you need to do 30, and it needs to be at a specific rate. It needs to be like this. And 30 chest compressions need to be done. So I will show you what 30 chest compressions look like. Again, a big thing, you need to say and count to 30 out loud. In your head, you could forget what number, you could do extra, you could do little. You need to make sure you do at least 30. So this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And that's what chest compressions are. Another thing that could be done, it is a recommendation, but it's not something you have to do. It's something called mouth to mouth. A way that's done is you tilt the person's chin up, pinch their nose, and at situations, if you are willing to, you will put your mouth on theirs and blow air in. You will do 2 breaths and then go back to 30 chest compressions. But let's say the person brings the AED. Inside that is a piece of plastic you can put on top so you're not having the other person's mouth touch yours. Just items that you can not have the physical contact. After that, you want to just make sure and keep going and doing 30 chest compressions until either the person thankfully gets up or the EMT arrives. So the reason again that this is important is that there are situations in life where you will need to know how to do CPR. There are future jobs such as teachers, lifeguards, even working in a restaurant as the example. But again, CPR is something important to know. It saves people's lives and could help people. I personally am certified CPR because I do a before and after school program where I work with grades 4th through 6th. There could be a situation where I need to give a child chest compressions and possibly save their lives. Again, it is important. In the state of Illinois, a CPR certification expires every 2 years. So me personally, I did mine last December. So after this December, next year, I have to be certified to be able to work at my job. But again, CPR is a very, very important skill that people need to know. It is one recommendation I tell everybody to get. And again, CPR can be done in any situations, so it's very important to know that you can save people's lives.
Good job.